This square object is very unusual.
Yeah. Here in the information that boss was able to find out about the client, Ethel loved pink and spoke in a composed and soft voice. At the end she couldn't do more than whisper, but she was still able to sing some of the Schubert tunes that she loved. She would undoubtedly have been a virtuoso on the violin if her husband hadn't impeded her. Instructions: pink robe, assorted jewelry, seance planned for 1 week hence, but the body will be taken today or tomorrow by 2 chaps that the boss recruited. Their sign of recognition will be a triangle and a square attached with a red ribbon. No worries, they seem to be professionals, won't be a problem. Important, mind the quality of your lime for affixing the false eyes during seance. And this is strange. The boss has asked me to close the eyelids of the ghost so that the clients don't notice anything, because an eye started to fall out. He was furious and wasn't able to proceed to the symbiotic culmination, which alone permits us to get the client's full cooperation and make off with the maximum. Transfiguration is the key, as he always says. This has something to do with false seances and stuff. Well, the boss asked me to make known that if in the future such negligence was repeated, some of us may well be part of the next spectacle in the starring role. I hope that the message is understood. Yeah.
This letter speaks of a sign of recognition. Interesting.
Yes, that's just what you found, didn't you?
Glass eyes in all shapes and all colours.
Yeah. Nothing more here. Okay. Plumbers, Smith & souvenir of Liverpool. Okay.
This old photo shows a young man dressed after the fashion of an employee in front of a shop.
Yeah. Seems like that. Oh, here we have him. Contact with the hero. Oh, Prince Alexander. Alexander the Great.
Amusing. The man in the photo taken in 1883 and the one on Prince Raskolnikov's leaflet are one and the same. And no more a prince or a Russian than you or I, Watson.
Absolutely not, I will say. No. Here's another stretcher. Oh, there's a lady.
Look at this photo. It is inscribed Ethel Broome Street, 1851 to 1878. This young woman who died 10 years ago looks like the one stretched out on this table.
Are you kidding? Oh, should we do anything more with that? No. Yeah, I would love to go and check that. Here's more of those robes.
These clothes are new, just like the deceased's dress. I imagine her clothes were changed.
Yes, that's true. What an awkward bit to do. There are several of them.
This may come in handy.
Oh, red ribbon. Right.
Someone made up this corpse. The lips have been coloured and the rings around the eyes carefully camouflaged. Yes, somebody wanted to give the impression of life.
To what end?
Well,
Look, Holmes, a label from the London hospital. It must be a corpse stolen from the London hospital.
and so it is, and so it is.
Strange smell. What do you think, Watson?
A zinc chloride solution without a doubt. A product generally injected into cadavers to help preserve them.
Watson, this corpse was embalmed and made up and dressed to look like a woman who had died 10 years earlier. All is clear, Watson. A charlatan, passing himself as a prince, making the dead come back by using corpses as puppets.
Which explains the disappearance of corpses at the London hospital. It was to fuel this sordid entertainment.
Yes. All we need to do is just get that information to,
Some makeup applicators.
to the authorities, I suppose. Well, just try to check and see if there's anything else. Oh yes.
This cheap jewel must be an accessory of some sort.
Closed.
This door was recently reinforced.
Oh,
Impossible to open it.
Now let's try to see if we have anything on the floor. You know me and the floorboards, I always miss them. That's Watson's shadow, I suppose. Here's a doctor's case. I could really use that one. Are we supposedly be finished here now? I say we have enough evidence to get rid of that problem.
Holmes, I hear a cab stopping in the courtyard. Someone's coming.
It is probably the dealers, Watson, but instead of running, what if we were to meet them, if we managed to win their trust?
You are joking, Holmes?
If we take, let's see, that one, and have that marked,
This door was recently reinforced. Impossible to open it.
Oi, what you doing there, you? It's private in here.
Calm down. We aren't here as tourists. We have come to collect our packets.
Oh, well then, you just had to say. I was told that you weren't no tramps, but I weren't expecting that you was... Given your get-up, I guess your boss.
Yes.
Well, the subject ain't ready yet. I ain't done with it yet. You'll have to come back.
Well, that's, a real problem.
Say, we have a personal order too, for some organs. You wouldn't know where we can find them.
What type then?
Kidney, uterus.
Oi, I don't hack up my dollies. That's the work of an artist.
But you wouldn't happen to have a colleague who might furnish this type of item.
No, you can't make a copper doing that nowadays. Since the bigwigs made it easy to get stiffs, the medical schools are bursting with bodies to carve up. Docs and students have got all they need. Business is dead. For a few coppers, hospital bloke might help you out, but I don't know for sure. They'd be right in for it if they got caught. It probably just ain't worth it.
no,
I
that's
understand. And what do you do with the corpses once you're finished with them?
I don't bother myself with that. For one thing's for sure, after the séance they're good for nothing but chucking out. I ain't Napoleon's embalmer.
true. No, that's true. That is true.
Well, if you'll excuse...
You've got a funny way of talking, you.
Oi, it's normal. He's a brain, you see. A thinker at that. Seize you round, old man.
So, Holmes, the corpses that have disappeared from the London hospital are used during seances.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with organ trafficking.
No.
Yes, it all suggests nothing of the kind is underway in London. In the medical world, all dealings would be visible, not to mention unnecessary.
Yes.
The crook we met confirmed this viewpoint. It's hard to imagine, therefore, that our Whitechapel killer perpetrated these massacres with the goal of selling the organs.
What
That's
lead should
one
we follow now, Holmes?
Motive.
Try to learn more about Tumblety. This squibby should give us some information, but first I must stop the journalist Tom Bulling from harming him. I hope my secret police will soon have some information on him.
Oh yeah.
While we wait, Watson, I would ask you to inform your colleagues of your recent discoveries. It would be good if these morbid, ghostly spectacles stopped, and this will need to be done at the London hospital.
That's true.
You are right, Holmes.
We cannot take the cops on this one. September 29th.
Another false lead followed by the police, Holmes? Yesterday's Times says that a John Fitzgerald, who had claimed responsibility for the murder of Annie Chapman, has finally been released. He was, it says, lying.
That's of little importance, Watson.
So
It's incredible. It's been more than 3 weeks since the murderer struck, and the tension is as strong as ever.
true.
The press won't stop talking about him, and people are still full of fear. Perhaps the killer got what he wanted, people talking about him, and has chosen to stop committing crimes. What do you think, Holmes?
No.
I doubt it, Watson. Everything leads me to believe that he is in hiding and waiting for the right moment. The area is packed with police, and that would obviously hamper his work.
You think he will start again, Holmes?
I have every reason to believe nothing will stop him short of his arrest or his death. Sadly, our investigation has reached a dead end, and I fear that we'll need another victim to get back
Oh
on
dear,
track.
oh dear.
Yes, how awful.
How morbid.
And what of the case of the burnt mat? Have you resolved that?
Oh, that's a matter of little interest, and resolving will be of no benefit, above all to Miss Fleming. Ha! I hear the footsteps of my faithful Wiggins on the stairs. The game is afoot again, Watson.
Mr.
Hello,
Holmes,
Wiggins.
the scribbler resurfaced. At last word, Pounce saw him racing to Central News Agency where he works.
Excellent, Wiggins. And still nothing on the doctor?
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. He's one sleek yank, but we'll find him.
Yeah,
Good work.
that's good.
Here's something for you. I must leave you, Watson. If I can get my hands on this bulling, I will have much more interesting news on the bothersome Tumblety. I have only to change. If you can, Watson, I entreat you to stay here and await my word. We may not be more than two when the time to act comes.
You can count on me, Holmes.
Yeah. Okay, have we changed clothes? Let's see. Oh, yes, we have. Where he works. That's true. Let's see if we can go there by map then. Here's something. Central News
I'm
Agency
going
at
to
Fleet.
Central News Agency.
Yes, in Fleet
I'm
Street.
at the press agency where bulling works.
Okay. Night of September 29. Here's not one soul. So, let's start working our ways around. As
The fire has almost gone out, but the stove is still burning hot.
okay. Is there any time things about this one? Let's see. If it's burning hot, it's at least 60 degrees Celsius or more. Wood burns at higher degrees than that. What's this? Director. Oh,
A mirror.
yeah. You don't need me to look at a mirror and say it's a mirror.
I would imagine these are compartments to organize the paper's incoming dispatches.
Yeah, why is the... Yeah, right. Oh,
What do you want?
It would be very informative to search Bulling's desk before meeting him, but first I must get rid of this bothersome person, perhaps by offering him a scoop.
What do you want?
It would be very informative.
okay. I don't have a scoop, do I? Okay, how do I do about... should I find anything? Don't have any information that I know of. So all I have here is what I have. Still thinks those looks like some sort of puppet or something like that.
I need more information.
Yes, you need absolutely more information, but we also need a scope. A scoop. Looking good. Now, is there anything I can just go inside here and check? Just my marking it or something like that. Use as scope? I don't know. These are the notes, yes. And we don't have any... Oh! Okay, I see. Didn't see that really coming.
Good evening. I'm looking for Tom Bulling, the journalist.
He isn't here. He must be sleeping off somewhere. He gave me a tip. He wanted to save a scope for me. He always gets a good dirt, and yet when he comes in here, it's just to warm his behind. Look, he pulled his desk over the stove.
Okay, so that's his desk, thank you.
Listen, Scoop, I'm bringing it over. Only if Bulling isn't here, I'm leaving.
Wait, what's this scoop?
Bulling promised me a reward for info. There's a charlatan who does spiritualist seances that are a little bit special. He steals corpses from the morgue, puts makeup on them, dresses them up, and then uses them as puppets.
I'll give you your dues. We'll pay you if this info is true.
I'll write down the address of the hideout on the crook's leaflet, but the police will be in on this one, so you'd better get there in time.
Understood. I'll go alone. Too bad for Bulling.
Hey, you wouldn't have a little something in advance?
Look on Bulling's desk. I know that he always leaves a few coins around for his snitches. Cheers.
Watson won't be pleased that I'm divulging the case, but I don't see any other way.
No, that's true. That's true. Oh, what did we just get? What's this? IOU. Okay. An IOU is always nice. Now, let's see.
This is Bulling's desk, the one closest to the stove.
Yes, that's
These
true.
are Bulling's notes. They are of little interest at the moment, but one never knows. This may come in handy.
Okay, what was that then? What's that?
Some coins. I will take them. That will avoid suspicion if the journalist returns.
True, 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 true.
Charred match.
Yeah. And you don't make it suspicious at all? No, you don't. I still don't understand that one. Okay. I don't... Oh. Bulling's notes. Rags. Money. Okay. No, we don't need. Oh. Permit me to defend myself against the slanderous accusation. You were not lied to regarding the facts. Mr. Bulling spends all of his time in the most odious of pubs, but I am only doing my work as a journalist. It is during these outings that I can find the best information because I am thus in contact with the common man. Let me prove to you, dear boss, that I can bring to this agency what it deserves, the most extraordinary and the most stimulating information for... Alright.
Even handwriting, yet fairly recognizable.
Yeah, we'll say that too. You looked at the handwriting.